Chance is going to opt for Mega Health given his huge armor stack. And he'll get nothing out of it except for a little bit of damage there. Nice work by Zeal, aka Jovire, to really put Chance in his place.
And jumping over rockets like that will be keeping him alive, but he's going to have to depend on the 50 over here by the stairs in order to keep him that way. YA is going to be up for Jovire, aka Zeal. Zeal heading back out towards mid. It's still going to be 10 seconds to Mega. I don't know if he doesn't have timing on it or if he just wants to pick a fight here and get some long-range rails off. But here he's going to be able to force Chance back into the corner. But Chance, even in the corner, has plenty of fight left in him. He gets off a rail, can't quite get it on the pickup for the Mega. Now Chance being weak, Jovire really has to be careful coming through the teleporter and making this happen. I mean, all the chase, yeah, it's going to cost him unless he can get back in here. Nice move to get back over to the Plasma, though. Maybe he stepped in a little bit too far. This makes the potential for damage from Chance for red armor a little bit risky, but Chance didn't want to step into that
Chance
fight,
hasn't had the health or armor to really contend, and it all has to do with the fact that, as you mentioned earlier, Chance whiffed the kind of critical rail over at the Mega. He got one, but he didn't get the second, so that kept Jovire in the running. And Chance really only had the one armor to work with for a while. So he also only picked up the railgun. It took him a good minute and 10 before he collected a railgun, and he's only hit, I think, you know, the one or two shots. So let's go take a look at Jovire, who currently is controlling the map quite a bit better. Chance at this point is using shards and whatever yellows he can get his hands on. I like the fact here that Jovire is trying to keep away with these yellows, but as you can see, Chance has just been able to unleash a large amount of damage on Jovire. That was a sweet pair of rails, and here comes the LG. Jovire, though, thinking that he's stronger, it's going to really press in here. Comes up the stairs, able to collect the armor. He did sacrifice quite a bit of health and armor to make that maneuver happen, though. Chance, on the other hand, is not too much better off. So they're about even right now between health and armor. Jovire sharding up slightly, but again, scoreless.
Scoreless, but the shift of control is about to, swing wildly as Zeal eats a nade on his move over to red armor, opening that up for Chance, and he's able to get the grab for that. This really, it's hard to believe that, you know, one nade can really change things this much, but when you're looking at a fragless game, these guys doing a lot of damage to each other, every single item pickup. Chance going back through the teleporter is able to get some nice initial damage off, but Jovire's defensive rocket is going to be able to keep Chance at bay, and that was a life-saving rocket right there. Jovire heading back over through the teleporter. Red armor's up, but it's going to be very risky to make a move for it right now. There it is, and it's only a rocket coming his way. Without a railgun out at that moment, Chance missed out for the frag, for the kill, and Jovire is able to get away with yet more armor. So this thing is still very toe-to-toe. Nobody's dominantly in control, and Zeal has had to put a lot on the line in order to keep the score this way and in order to regain control of red, but I think to him it was definitely worthwhile.
I got a word from Flame, just want to make sure everyone was clear. This is the tiebreaker. I'm going to wait till after this fight is done breaking out. We have a beautiful LG battle between these two. Jovire switches up to the rail and connects after quite a bit of damage had been done, so we were expecting Sparks to be pretty weak here. Jovire missing the one critical railgun shot, but he's able to collect Mega and get away for the double rocket jump up to the red armor. Nice play by Jovire. Chance coming back in for more, hitting a beautiful rocket against Jovire, but having Mega and red will actually mean Jovire's not in terrible shape. He's not in great shape, but he's not in terrible shape. Able to dodge the rail there from Chance. Not able to fire off one of his own, though.
This is where a fight needs to happen. Chance cannot really afford to let Zeal get away with this red armor cleanly, but he does. He decides to die another day, but with Mega health back up, Zeal's not going to be fully stacked coming into it. And there with the 5-minute warning, we are halfway through this without a single frag on the board. I am loving this, but these guys have been damaging each other so much. I mean, how many situations have we seen where, you know, a frag is about to happen, but one rail, one rocket from the defense just kind of breaks off that fight before it can have the money shot.
Yeah, indeed. Although I think right now, honestly, Joe Fire is playing just a little bit smarter than Chance. Not by much, but a little bit. Oh my God, lucky there that he got popped up so high that his second rocket actually slammed into the wall rather than into Chance. Chance will get away with his life. Joe Fire, though, running the map a little bit stronger, and here will be the first frag.
There we go, changing up the route.
Yes, very nice play. Oh my God, denied. Poppity pop goes Chance, and wow, another chance at a spawn kill. There it is. Joe Vire, 3 frags up in a blink of an eye, folks. It all turns around, and Joe Vire, aka Zeal, is now taking the lead. We have less than 4 minutes remaining. Chance muscling his way in on the Mega. That was a smart move. Joe Vire is forced away. He does have the 1 yellow to his name, and of course the 50 health there we see him pick up, but this course is ZTN. It is possible to run like a mofo on this map. Chance will probably have to get a 1 or 2 frags before we hit that minute 30 mark, because if what is left of the time is cut in half and Chance has not brought back the score anything closer, then it'll be time for Joe Vire to throw on his running shoes, and we'll probably see a lot of that. And we do see Joe Vire just, rather than try to cross the map, he literally just waited 25 seconds for that armor to come back up again. So that's a bit of an interesting play. He does do damage.
And that's going to be giving a lot.
Picked up. Yeah,
it's going to be giving a lot to Chance. He tries to shove on a little bit of damage there, but at this point, it's mostly just stay alive, stay alive. 3 minutes, though, with only 3 frags. That is risky. But Joe Vire, I mean, he really had a decision to make. By pushing in that 3rd frag, he kind of stepped his foot a little bit forward as far as giving up a lot of damage, giving up a lot of stack, and that really set him off as far as the play for control goes. So if he showed up at that next red, if he showed up at that next Mega, Chance had a very good opportunity to turn things back around, but Joe Vire's kept onto his life. The only trade-off is that Chance is very well stacked right now.
Yeah, Joe Vire setting the trap at the teleporter spawn, but it has to back off because he does not have the stack to contend. Although, again, look at the clock. I mean, this is pretty smartly played here by Joe Vire. He's really not trying to put himself in any terrible position. He's been able to maintain about 100 armor. Of course, he just got shaved off thanks to that railgun shot. But look again here. He's playing this defensively. He comes back and tries to figure out where Chance is going. He realizes that he's not barrel-assing. Oh, this might be the first mistake here. He drops in after hitting the jump pad, giving Chance an opportunity to hear where he's coming from. But again, you can see he's continues to play defensively. Red armor's been picked up by Chance. He's going to be walking around with about 150. Joe Vire picking a spot where he can run away very cleanly here. He's got great exits. Chance still hunting. And this is about the situation I was talking about earlier. We have 1:30, and the scoreline has not changed. And getting 3 frags back when you can run so well and play so defensively, I mean, Chance has to get a frag here. He has to do it. Joe Vire is running 30 health, dropping in, and ooh, look at this. Chance does not chase.
And this is really oh boy, this is going to be a tough place for Zeal to beat, but yeah, that's 1 frag, and that was nearly 2 minutes shaved off before Chance could make it happen. Now he's going to be looking for the spawns. He's going to be looking to capitalize on this at the yellows, but he can't find Zeal right now, and he's got 1 minute to make these 2 frags. You can see how kind of sporadic his mouse movements are getting. He's getting a little bit frustrated.
Joe Vire waited way too long.
Might be caught out here. Oh, yep, there it is. 1 frag, less than 1 minute. And that is the danger of choosing to run with the full 3 minutes left. I mean, it's a high-pressure kind of scenario. And actually, this is, the king in a pawn chasing another king around the board. All you need to do is, get him trapped in a corner, and Joe Vire's been trapped twice. Once more, we'll tie this back up, but it's 30 seconds up, and this is going to be it. That ties it up.
Let's be clear, though.
We are looking at a potential. Yeah?
We're actually talking more about mistakes by Joe Vire. His running skills are not that good.
Definitely.
I think he could have played it where, 3 frags up, he could have basically, waited it out, but he made a lot of poor decisions, and 2 of them have been very costly, and wow, it's going to be all been thrown away in 3, 2, and 1, and that is it, folks. Chance gets a frag, basically capitalizing off of Joe Vire's mistakes. every step of the way.
Yeah,
That's
he couldn't find a
one.
bush
Nice.
or a box to hide behind. I mean, he was looking for something there. All he could find was a corner, and unfortunately chose the wrong corners at the wrong time. But, you know, he got that first frag and the second 2 for free based off of being a little bit smarter than Chance there. He changed up his route, pulled off the rocket jump, cut off Chance, and got right into his face, leaving him nowhere to run and really opening the door for those frags. So where did that smarter, you know, kind of one step ahead of your opponent play go? Because that's exactly what you need for running. In fact, you probably need to be 2 steps ahead of your opponent. But you choose to turtle up like that, somebody's going to be able to crack your shell given enough time, and Chance has pulled it together.
So let's talk a little bit about CZM and how he came to be in this group stage, the Sweet 16, if you will. Essentially, Chaotix qualified and had a spot in Group B, but he does not have internets at the moment. So essentially what happened was they tried to wait till the last minute to find out whether or not he'd be able to make it. He was not able to, and so ESL held a little bit of an qualifier match of sorts between the players that had done well in the Intel Extreme Masters Open Cups and regular cups, basically the Season 5 regular season, and only 2 people showed up out of the 4 that they asked to play, Decoy and CZM, and CZM took ass and kicked names. So yeah, so that was why he is here. Fleischer versus CZM about to break out on Vertical Vengeance. And we have not seen T4 in quite some time, Jahar. I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a very polarizing map. A lot of people call it a no-brain map, and, you know, rail-dominated, but, you know, it's definitely a different flavor of map that you don't usually see from, you know, the ilk of, well, Blood Run or DM6 or T7 or any map that's, you know, really well balanced in that kind of way. But with the 2-minute timer on the Mega and the rail having the longer respawn time and there only being 2 YAs, I really like the kind of different kind of play that can come out of this map. Because, you know, as an old school Quaker, like, you go back to Quake World and like DM6 and DM2 and Quake World, they're so bloody different. I mean, size and pacing and the kind of control you have to exercise. So that's the kind of variety I really like to see, and T4 is definitely a good example. But here we go, Fleischer versus CZM. First map here, Greased. Do what you do.
Oh, baby. We have gone live. We've got Fleischer right off the spawn with yellow armor, hopping over to CZM, looking for a railgun. He has it. Now, once again, the railgun has a slow respawn time on this map, and so you can control it much like any other item. CZM dodging rockets like a champ, and very scarily so, as he had just a 9 armor to his name for the opening bout between his opponents. So this is, of course, being Vertical Vengeance. I'm trying to wean myself off of saying T4. Vertical Vengeance, there are only 2 yellow armors, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. Only 2 yellows to work with. That means that frags come very quickly because you don't have a lot of health and armor to whittle through. Wow, nice double barrel shotgun work. Switching up from the MG to the shotgun, CZM gets first frag. But that means that throughout the course of a lot of... Ooh, look at that. A little bit of gauntlet action from Fleischer. CZM is able to pick up second frag, though. But it means that you don't have a lot of health and armor to whittle through, which means the shotgun is extremely powerful, as we've seen CZM use it for 2 out of his 3 frags. The railgun, even though it only does 80 damage, again, extremely powerful weapon. And we only have the Mega Health, which is on a 2-minute spawn timer. So a lot of really important resource issues with Vertical Vengeance. The last thing I'll mention, and then I'll let Jahar hop in here, is that... hang on, CTM is standing still. Last thing I'll mention is that, of course, with armor being such a premium, it means that health becomes very, very important. And as you can see, this center area where CZM is in now contains a total of 100 health. And then there are 225s just below CZM on the platform down with the plasma gun. So that's really it for health, and players will use that to their advantage, whether it be trying to get revenge against the opponent that just fragged them. Oh wow, Fleischer with his back totally turned, and he will die a very gruesome death 4-2 is the current score. And we're going to see how this unfolds here. CZM having an opportunity to lock down the map with that frag, as he also picked up the Mega Health. So Jahar, please excuse my gregariousness, but hop in here, my friend.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying it, to be sure. 4-on-2, though. Flesh has been able to pick this thing back up, but CZM controlling Rail the way he is, it really underlines one of the factors of the map. You mentioned the shotgun, and the kind of diametric